record, share screen, share sound.
Yay.
Sharing is caring.
Make it happen.
All right.
Let's make it happen.
Then I get my stupid cursor over here and hit play.
Welcome to Everyone Racers, a show designed for the world of low-dollar racing and oddball car culture. Doesn't matter what kind of Lemma Champ or Lucky Track Dog league you run, SCCA or NASA, we won't discriminate, as long as you drive it hard and built it yourself. Join us each week for tech discussions, tips, tricks, as well as news and notes from the world of amateur endurance racing. And whether it's on the spot, hella sweet, or we're lucky enough and Chrissy gives us just the tip, we're sure you'll giggle a little and learn even less. Everyone report to the paddock. This is Chris.
This is Chrissy.
Jeff is still working, but I am still mental, and we are Everyone Racers. Welcome to an SSC Tuatara episode of our podcast. Now, we covered the SSC Super, which I believe stands for Super Something Car, Tutara, when it debuted at the Philly Auto Show. And we mentioned their claimed 331 mile an hour top speed and the subsequent recanting of that statement. But last year, the actual 295 mile an hour run was recorded at the Kennedy Space Center and verified by the RaceLogic V-Box GNSS system. So if you are not driving your still slower than a 304 Bugatti Chiron supercar, you can check out our E1R bingo card, because we never lie about our claimed top speed or getting bingo.
If they ever sold any of those Tuataras. It was ugly, and
and they lied.
Yeah.
And unsustainable. And there's other.
But hey, we did have a world premiere.
We did. We got a lot of views on
We
that.
did. It was
for no reason.
And it's still on our YouTube channels.
You can go check. Maybe you can go check it if I don't know.
Yeah, no, do it. You know what?
Okay,
maybe
it's right there.
I might, because there's going to be a lot of cutting and pasting tonight's episode while it's all compiling. I might. Yeah, you never know.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. Yeah, we'll put it right there. I might put it in all those places. Yeah, I might put it right here. We'll put it down the doodly doo. All of that. All of it.
On top of Chris's face. Right.
Oh, so
okay.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you notice that some of us are kind of mixed around. Two of these things are like the other used to be. I don't know how that goes. What you working on, Chris?
Well, I went up to the Cape House last week and got that opened up and got groceries and stuff like that. And then I've been traveling for work mostly since then. I'm now in lovely Windsor, Connecticut, because that's where work is. I've been in 2 long days of nonstop meetings, most of them sit and listen while people talk meetings, which
are the
great.
Worst. Those are the
not fun. Do you at least get to like move every 2 hours or something? Like
every 2 hours? Yep.
Yeah. So
and they did bring us ice cream at 3 o'clock both days.
Oh.
So I mean, that gets some cred back that they had ice cream.
Just a little though.
Right. Yes. And I was just out for dinner with my boss and a couple of my peers, and I got a lobster at the seafood place up here that I like a lot.
That's fantastic.
Last night, some
a lot better than what I had for dinner, so there's that.
Yeah, last night some peers and I abused our expense accounts. Yep. But our boss told us to go spend money and team build together, so we sure did.
Just you and the one other one?
No. This is
good.
My whole larger peer group. There's 7 of us that were abusing our expense accounts.
Fantastic.
Good. That's proper, because otherwise, everyone, like it was just the two of you. You're sitting at the end of the bar, and it's just one of those. Where's everybody else? They are all weak sauce punk asses.
Because Chris does that.
Every weekend. If I had a nickel for every time Chris called me a weak ass punk ass.
Whatever you just said.
Well, I think now I need to, next time I see you, I'm going to call you a weak sauce punk ass.
And that'll bring my total to like 80 cents.
I know. I'm sorry. So yeah,
it's my fault for being a weak sauce punk ass.
Weak sauce punk ass. Yeah. Well, fortunately, I get to go home tomorrow, and that'll be lovely.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chrissy, I presumably don't really know what you've been doing for the
Sure,
last several days. I
sure.
haven't talked to you.
Well,
So,
we went to the
what are you
Cape.
working on?
Chris brought one car, I brought the other. So I was up at the Cape for a little while. It was terrible weather, and then it was beautiful weather. We had to were like crying when we were leaving because it was like perfect weather. And then we came home and we went to goat races. So our local brewery has an annual event that they race goats, and it's hilarious.
I feel like that's something I should have brought up when I was living in Georgia. Yeah, I went to the goat races. What do you mean?
Right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's just like a bunch of drunk people that cheer for goats that have funny names, and basically they all have numbers, and then their owners run with them, and sometimes they're ornery and they have to like be pulled across the line, and sometimes they win. So there's some that have
Sometimes
were
they
like
drink beer.
oh my gosh, one would not
The
go. So there's a
the
bunch of them because
goats or
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah.
No,
Okay.
no,
All right.
hold on. So this goat was like walk along, and they walk like in the crowds with everybody, and this goat was like, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, and the owner that was pulling him put his beer down, and he licked his tongue, and he was like, oh, okay, I'll drink that. And so then he was like, oh, I guess I'll walk along now. I guess he was giving him beer. So we had a great time. It was lovely, lovely weather. Finally,
That's really good, like team motivation there. Just understand what gets your folks excited.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Goats. So some of them
For,
had
for
like
that goat, it was beer.
Yeah. It was beer.
funny hair and really furry, and yeah, they're great. Yeah, we had a good time, and we went with other racing friends from up here. So well, we didn't go. I'm sorry. We went. They were there. We hung out. That's the real answer.
Mhm.
And then I have been doing everything under the sun, trying to pick up for Chris not being here. So normal house stuff, mowing the lawn, washing the car, going to the grocery store, that kind of stuff. So,
Mowing
but
the lawn. I'm familiar with this term, but yeah.
well, I think maybe a lawn is not the best idea, but it's really hard to convert that in Pennsylvania. I can't just put a whole lot of rocks down. So, not really common around our way. So until then, I have to mow the lawn. Looks pretty nice right now.
Yeah, we cut it
Anyway.
good and short on a summer day, and then it goes brown
Yes.
and dormant, and we don't have to cut it for a while.
Correct. But for now, it's looking lush. And then I actually planted some vegetables as well. So anyway, running around here, all good. Mental, what are you up to?
I just got back from actually Monday night. Just got back from Nolens, was down there for a good friend's retirement. He actually was stationed here, is from that area, and was down there with his family. They did it at the World War II Museum. If you've never been to the World War II Museum in New Orleans, highly recommended it, especially if you're even remotely a history nerd. It takes up like 2 blocks. It's huge. They have like all kinds of rooms and everything down there. It was a really good time, and his final speech was the best retirement speech I've ever heard ever. It was fantastic.
Wow. And
Chris,
you've heard plenty.
I really have. Chris, I am certain that right now, probably in your wallet or sitting in your desk, is a plastic key that allows you to get in and out of that hotel room.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
over there. Although this
Yeah.
hotel has the use your phone as a key with the app, and that's actually been working quite
Really?
well. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh.
So for 25 years, he saved every key from every time he was not home, and basically sat there with a stack the width of your palm, going through each one, going, yeah, I remember this one. That was the simulator. We had to go to Minneapolis, and he's apologizing to his wife and children for each one. And he when he gets all the way through the stack and left them sitting all over the stage, he turns around, he goes, "You guys think I'm kidding? I have another bag full." And he held it up and just threw those all out at once. It was this great dramatic thing, and as almost a statement, walked off stage, never did pick them up, just left them all there because he is leaving that life behind. It was just a great time with a lot of good friends that I've known for, I kept saying 10 years and kept getting corrected. No, mental. We all met in 2003. That's 20 years ago.
Oh no.
And they were all right. It hurt.
Yep.
But it was just a great time hanging out with a bunch of adults. And Vicky and I got to wander around our favorite not Las Vegas city. So we got to see a bunch of that stuff, and I got home. And after having walked a bunch and even wore like non-big cushy shoes, and I just would walk until my foot hurt. And luckily it's New Orleans. So there's always a bar close by where I would rest my foot and then
sit down and drink.
go back to walking. I came home very cocky, and I decided it is time for me to start doing some yard work. I've been slacking, and I pruned one of the cottonwood trees in our backyard. Did all of that last night. And this morning woke up having not done any great physical activity since the great second hot tub dig out of last year. And my whole body went, what the hell? I am so sore right now because I've done nothing exhausting for so long.
You're getting old.
I know, but I don't have to be happy about it. I'm just going to keep doing stuff. And yeah. So for the first time in probably 8 months, the most painful thing on my body was not my foot.
It's the rest of your body.
It was everything else. So, but I can no longer use the foot as an excuse. So it's just time for me to move and be sore. So I got to, yeah, that was a great time.
Because you're a weak sauce punk ass. That's why.
I'm a weak sauce punk ass, and I've got to stop that. Having been down in New Orleans, I actually lost 5 pounds because I was eating much better food. And
wow.
a lot of seafood, a lot of crawfish. It was great. We had a crawfish boil. Got some real world feedback that we'll talk about that I didn't type in, but we're going to move on to our next section. And I feel like right now, especially Chrissy is just equipped. Yes.
What is the next section? Is it next
time? Yeah, but I was really hoping the microphone wouldn't do that. All right. So it is news and notes.
Notes time.
That worked.
I like that.
I mean, I'm trying to, if I don't raise my head, if I talk into the mic, but I can't be too loud. Sorry.
So
early.
GM might hate Apple CarPlay and Android, but Ford admits, quote, "We lost that battle 10 years ago." Yeah, they sure did. Chris Rosedale's of the Drive has the quote from the Ford CEO, Jim Farley. The Blue Oval boss added, quote, "So like, get real with it because you're not going to make a ton of money on content inside the vehicle," end quote. Rosales himself writes, and quote, "And let's be real, CarPlay is one of the best things to happen to modern cars. It simplifies driving, keeps people less distracted by vastly reducing the learning curve, and it's just more convenient. Ford is embracing it." Yeah, we agree. Like, seriously, that is one thing. Ford versus Chevy, Yankees, Red Sox. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, in CarPlay and Android, yeah, great, work great, love them."
I've never seen anyone get in a car and go, Apple CarPlay, this crap. Now I got to plug my phone in and everything just is familiar.
Nope.
And works. Damn it.
Yeah. Like pretty much all the time.
Yes. Believe it or not, we still get invited to new vehicle launches. And I am looking at you, potential sponsors and F1 Media Pass Approval Authority. We're here. We're right here. We're right here. We had a great invite to the debut of the new Ford Ranger. Now it was an online unveiling and we were under the embargo just like everybody else and had a whole story, but Matt Posky over The Truth About Cars did the hard work for us. Now, The Truth About Cars is going to have an in-depth driving experience next week, which was also under embargo. So check that out. But the new Ford Ranger is based on Ford's T6 platform, which is shared with the Bronco and the Volkswagen Amarok. It is powered by the 2.3-liter EcoBoost that makes 270 horses and 310 foot-pounds of torque. Optional is a 2.7-liter V6 with 315 and 400. Both engines get the 10-speed select shift auto trans, which is a great transmission. Rear wheel drive is, of course, standard with an open differential, but the default, but a 4x4 with an electronic locking differential is another option. And check out that in-depth coverage next week. But in the meantime, you can check out the link to this on our show notes.
Well, great.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we have told you about the Racing Junk's 24 Hours of Lemons section, but with just a little effort, we found you a straight 24 Hours Lemons Gold. Somebody else going to pop this one up for me?
I'm on it.
Awesome. Listed in the Racing Junk's road racing section of this section is this beautiful 1979 Plymouth Fire Arrow. This is amazing. This car is awesome. Do you want Eric Rue, Jeff Stobbs, and Judge Phil drooling all over your during your inspection? Do you want to out of the gate IOE, judges, or even organizer's choice? Late 70s Chrysler badge, engineered Mitsubishi's, trust us. In the meantime, use promo code POD23 and get Racing Junk for a pro membership so much cheaper than it normally is. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. A Mitsubishi, who knows what it's actually called at the time, but I sold as a Plymouth Fire Arrow.
It's cool.
Great.
It's in North Carolina, in case you're actually interested.
And this thing, it's got it, and it's a real actual vintage race car, and it comes with spares, and it's got logbooks, and was built in 2000, has won the 12 Hours of Summit Point. It it's been completely rebuilt, and the guy just, like all of us, too many cars, got to get rid of something. So it is ready for SCCA, ITB, vintage. Of course, they mentioned Champ Trek. So if you just broaden that little search engine a little bit on Racing Junk, yeah, it's $3,900, but it comes with a logbook and a title. It's going to need new belts, a new net, some seat covers, some tires. But man, you're not getting questioned at Lemons on this one. This is straight up zero.
Nope. That's excellent.
Nothing.
Yeah, just they're writing C before you even look at C0. Thank you. Well, hey, you know what's another great thing to take a look at while when you're bored is get a subscription or subscribe on YouTube. Really, you don't have to get anything. Just hit the button to subscribe on YouTube to the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix. They need 1,000 subscribers to go live this summer, and that would be super cool. I did it. They really don't have too much yet, but the weekend of it'd be cool to see all those fun Porsches and things going around the track, and
I
occasionally hear our noises.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah,
don't let that dissuade you.
They've got some amazing broadcasters that are going to be doing some live commentary.
I don't know. We'll probably be a little bit more proper and a little less funny, but yeah, that's okay. You'll hear.
Can't go too far off brand. Come on.
Sure.
We're not going to sell out.
We have a whole lot of other people that'll be listening for the first time. So we want to, I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
We do have the 24 Hours of Lemons. They were at the Halitosis this weekend, but I have
there are no upcoming races.
Yes, there are no upcoming races. I have not had an opportunity to check out the results. So I am a terrible person. And
You'll hear about that next week.
Yeah, about me being a terrible person. Actually, let's see. There's the. Okay,
so we have other recent results. So
we do have other recent results, and we will be able to pop over here to these Lemons results in just a second. But go with yours. Or yes, I'm sorry.
Well, hey,
I'm the one that says
we had the Rocky Mountain Breakdown Rally from Rally Master Jeff. Third place on points is Mad Dog and Batman's 87 Chevrolet R30. Second place on points, the Micro Machine / Rusty Nuts in their 91 Suzuki Alto Works.
Oh, that's amazing.
And a 1938 Chrysler Royale, which both of those spectacular. Winner on points, this is astounding. A Quest for Fun in their 1990 Corvette.
Wow. They must not have had any
They must have broken a lot.
Like all kinds of things. Okay, there's apparently 3 judges' choice, if this is how this works. Team Almost Racing Gambler People in an 89 Buick Riata. Another Team Almost Racing Gambler People in a 2001 Ford Crown Vic. And then the third one is the Cooter Scooter Gambler People in a Chevy S10.
I think they were all under the umbrella, and the judge's choice went to Gambler People. And he explains.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yes. Now your random acts of stupidity, which is the IOE of the rally, went to the Montucky Subaru Nuts in a 79 Chevy Suburban, and organizer's choice went to Rusty in a 66 6-cylinder inline 6 Mustang.
Okay, so some notes from Jeff, just in case you wanted to know about these teams. Team Viva La Volva gas tank on the Crown Hick, or the 1996 Crown Vic hat car that had with a F100 on the top, leaked gas the entire rally. The weld at the bottom of the tank had cracked, and the weight of the gasoline was making it worse. Enter Gambler People, who patched it all together with soap, JB Weld, JB Weld, and a couple pieces of a bracket from Home Depot. This, of course, and always gambling mindset leading the Gambler People to getting that. That's why they got judge's choice.
And day 2 had the option of 3 routes. And we talked about this because they were going all across Montana, these giant 500-mile plus days. And the first place winner, A Quest for Fun, in their 90 Corvette, opted to do all of the checkpoints.
What?
With their top down.
What?
And at one point may have parked under a giant tractor. So if you were following this on the hashtag Lemons Rally on the Instagram, yeah.
The Rod Knockin' Rookies faked an accent, apparently, at least Jeff thinks so, through the entire rally. That was quite weird and disturbing.
It'd be funny if they didn't.
Why is he making fun of us? This is not funny. This is how we talk.
The Montauk and the Subaru Knots came over.
Suburban Knots.
Suburban Knots. Sorry. Came over from all over the country to pile into a 1979 Suburban and then proceeded to get it stuck a couple of times on the rally. One of the times they got stuck within a patch of snow on the way to a checkpoint. They thought they were stuck in the snow and gave Ben Boy an opportunity to use his drone to recreate a scene from Ice Planet Huff.
Now, the Micro Machine ate its turbo on the third day of the rally, but the team had brought a replacement turbo, which they swapped out in under 2 hours. And that is really impressive considering it was raining.
I think that was just more motivation for them to go faster. It's like, that's less time.
Hurry.
But
yeah,
really, when you bring a turbo on a rally, like I feel like that's going to go bad. Like something you say, like, well, should I bring this turbo?
Yes, perhaps I should bring the spare. There's no debate. There's no debate on that. Yeah. We had a spare, and then we realized that the whole turbo was a bad idea and yank it off.
Except this car came with a turbo. So I mean that.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
it doesn't.
Sense,
okay.
Yeah. What else? Oh, hey, so the next rally, it's the Alaska one. That's so cool. And if you haven't signed up already, it's too bad. You can't go. It's full, but it's going to be great.
I can't wait to watch.
That is going to be a truly epic one.
It's gonna be a lot. Okay, we do have Hallett winners here. Onset Tetanus Racing, they won in their 86 BMW 325E.
That's
good.
2 in a row for
Boring.
Troy's. It is, but that's 2 in a row for Troy, and we like Troy. So,
Class B went to Citroen Motorsports in a Honda CRV, which we talked about last time, which is awesome.
False advertising.
Right? Citroen. How did they get that?
False advertising.
Well, they probably
bored.
They had a Citroen, and then they're like, you know what's the opposite of this? A Honda. Get me a Honda.
A Honda CRV. They're like, shoot, my Citroen's not running. And then Team Skid Steer, Class C winner in the 79 Mercury Bobcat, which is awesome.
Absolutely. Org choice, Caga Fuego. Also false advertising. Where's their Renault? But it's a 77 Celica. So that's pretty cool. Yep.
On the webpage, it lists their hometown as Albuquerque, and on the webpage says Bugs Bunny forgot to turn left here. And if you know why that's funny, you're my age.
Heroic Fix was the barrel racers in a BMW E21. I'm guaranteed something broke, probably K-Jet related. Yep. Judge's choice was the Dunning Cruisers in their 97 Thunderbird. Road Mangler Cup was low speed, high drag in their Ford Focus.
Your big prize, the Halloween Meets Gasoline, was the Tarp Racing Shenanigizers, which Tarp Racing's been around forever. And this time they had a 96 Mustang. They're out of Dallas. Screwed was the H-Ton Racers in a 90 BMW 325. And the pretty okay, but up Oklahoma thing went to the Dipsticks in an 03 Jetta.
Winner in IOE, they were this here for the SR in their 99 Chevy Blazer. Nothing says race car like a Chevy Blazer.
All right. Yep.
Our devoted listener, Cam L. He had lots of good feedback as a stalwart, quote, stay at the track kind of racer. Quote, truck tents are always a good end option too. They go on the bed of the truck, then you get off the ground away from the wildlife. But he added a photo from Hallett of his truck at Hallett with a tent in there. And he goes, quote, truck bed tents still suck in horrible weather. He included an Amazon link to a rechargeable sprayer that when paired with a bucket, quote, can wash your car or you if need be. And we are going to have this because this is a legit, impressive, and affordable product that I feel like a lot of us can totally use.
Yeah, it's just a little, small little pump.
Sprayer.
Goes in a bucket with a hose with a wow.
Yeah, and it's like
those sprayers for your garden type things.
That'd be great
Exactly.
if you're car camping somewhere near water. You know, like you could drop that in a stream. You got a little shower.
Note to self.
Refreshing shower.
I wonder how much we want to carry that through the mountains when we.
Oh, I don't want to carry through the mountains. No.
Fine.
Every ounce counts after. Oh, no, that's too much.
Fine.
Yeah.
Chrissy just trying
What?
not to smell when you guys do your
So
hike
I
across
said
Pennsylvania.
car camping. Car camping.
Fine.
All right. Hey, on the gram, Austin Miniman saw our promo pic and said, having worked a 9 to 5 from that track, that image hits a little too close to home. I don't know what the picture was, but
It was
Sure.
a person like in a tent with a computer and a television. They were on the phone and they had all the wires everywhere.
excellent. All right. Steph S said, yeah, hell yeah, staying at the track for the win. And Mana103 said, I have one tip for staying trackside, long roof. Yep.
Some kind of long roof is the right
Yep.
answer. Absolutely. Finally on the tube, recent advanced individual training graduate and soldier of the month, Tyler Stank. Do we have a soldier of the month now? Said,
Well, the Army does, and it's him.
oh, okay, great. I bought my excursion.
Is he on a
instead of-
calendar? Is that what it is?
That's what I was picturing. Anyway, everybody couldn't see what I just
we broke mental. We
I
broke
just
mental.
did a-
It's
I
officially
just did a
broken.
pose anyway. Okay. I'm sorry. Tyler Stank said,
I'm gonna need to see a little more skin on that tank,
Yeah.
soldier. We're
Yep.
trying to sell some of these. You want to be measured December or not?
Yeah, he's imagining Tyler leaning over a
a
Jeep right now.
chair. Okay, anyway, let's go back here. So Tyler Stank said, I bought my excursion instead of a pickup for just this reason. Then I bought an enclosed trailer. Naturally, both came from the desert Southwest, so there's no rust, but they both leak a little. Michael K said, an enclosed trailer heat solution, diesel heater. While we often do not have full-time shore power in the Midwest, but 12-volt battery and 3 gallons of diesel will keep you toasty all three notes. Bonus, this is my spare one for the car garage and only with the heat, so it's for the winter motorcycle maintenance bay. 5 feet to 55 in 2 or 5 degrees to 55 in 2 hours, or for a 24-foot, and it only has with only the ceiling that is insulated.
All right.
You know who doesn't usually use a diesel heater?
Yes, I
Chrissy's
do.
mom.
That's true.
She'd be upset if that were the best option that she has.
She would not stand for that. She would live in our basement.
She has a long roof. She doesn't need any of this nonsense.
I don't think
Does
she's
have
going to
a
be living
long
in her car anytime soon either. So
Not if things go according to plan, at least.
She has 2 long roofs actually. So there's that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my time.
All right.
This is so much fun.
As this often happens, I was on the road and I came across something silly and I sent it to the co-host and they went, this is a great show topic.
This is great. Okay, it's a great article where the contributors at Haggerty put their money where their mouth is and wondered, can you still find a cool car for under $5,000? So they actually bought 7 vintage rides to find out.
Now, in the article, Aaron Robinson scored what they brought home. For example, Brad Phillips got, if you're watching this on YouTube, a 1991 V6 Pontiac Firebird for $3,500. It's kind of a hella sweet little Firebird there. And he got a B+. The other one that I really liked on this, and he failed, but I totally would have done the exact same thing, is, oh, darn it. Now it's doing the advertising. Larry Webster, editor-in-chief over there, got a 1987 Honda Prelude SI for $5,500. So he busted his budget, but just look at this thing. It is absolutely.
It is minty.
It's beautiful.
Really is. I mean, yeah,
It is minty fresh.
I'd have failed and bought this car too, because it's just.
Oh, and he
hella
said that he drove
sweet.
it like 1,000 miles and loved every second of it.
Yeah. It's great.
This is
And then he dumped a couple bucks into the suspension on there too. So he like totally got an F on it.
Yeah, that's all right.
But he's probably quite happy with it now that he has it.
Sure.
Yep. Evan Klein got an 84 Alpha Spider for $4,300 and got a C+. Terrible. Come on. It's an Alpha Spider. The something passion, something soul, something bobbity boopity. Meet your tow truck drivers locally. It's all wonderful. That's a shame. David Zanella bought an 84 4-door Chevrolet Bel Air 6.
Not 84.
54. Sorry, 54 Chevy Bel Air 6 for $4,750. And Aaron said B-. Like, I'm not with Aaron on his judging here. Come
I
on.
agree. I'm so surprised
Right.
to for
The
what
Bel
they
Air,
found. Look, and look
3
at
on the tree.
but
No,
the seat looked like great, like it was
yeah.
nice, pretty nice
Well, it's got a
condition.
blanket.
Oh, is that a blanket?
That's a
It
blanket.
is, but
Damn it.
that means that the springs are still good in the seat because they did the old
Sure.
trick with
Yeah.
the Mexican
I thought that
blanket
was
thing.
really nice
Yeah.
upholstery. Never
And
mind.
Rob Sass got a retired dentist to sell him his 1990 Volvo 760 Turbo Wagon with 275,000 miles for $1,225. That's an A-. And this thing is in phenomenal shape.
How do you
So-
get an A- for that? That should be, I guess,
Yeah, I
they're
know.
being
He just- I think his beef that he's like, we were trying to find fun cars and you just went and bought a good used car. What the duh? But look at this. I mean, the interior on the thing is, and it was garage cap. So it is just,
I mean, it's still a 33-year-old Volvo. So it's
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know this. Did this article give parameters for what air quotes vintage is?
I think they
'Cause-
just said fun.
Okay, well, that's dumb. Cameron Nouveau got a 69 MGB GT for $2,700 and got an A.
yay.
I don't know. It's like
Oh, yeah.
okay condition, but
Doesn't matter. It's an MGB GT. It's just so pretty.
and I guess
so
if it was
happy and fun.
running and they could drive it away and it wasn't too much work, then it's
Yeah.
that's probably why it is an
It's
A.
just a shame you rattle can it flat black. Like, you can rattle can it a better color than flat black. Stop doing
If
that.
you're
people.
if you're gonna rattle can something, rattle can it like John Deere green or flat green. or
Rattle
something.
can flat black is so like
Played
2003.
2003. It's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, like early 2000s completely. Okay. And finally, Stefan Lombard got a 1964 Dodge Dart 270 for $1 under $4,000 and got a B.
I mean,
it's
push
another hella
button,
sweet little car. Yeah.
push button transmission with a slant 6. That's got to be worth a full grade letter upgrade. But anyway,
Whatever. Okay. Well, this got us starting.
Well,
Get
so
started
that
thinking.
got us thinking and shopping, which if you haven't figured out, we love spending time online looking for stuff. So this is what we decided we would do our version of this. No, not race cars or purpose-built vehicles for towing or sleeping or whatever. No projects, no tow pigs, no dedicated race cars, just fun cars for less than $5,000. And to give you some scale, my 914 that I've talked about was $5,000.
Do you
Yeah.
overpay?
TBD is the answer to that. It's
runs.
I feel
TBD.
like you might have, but that's okay. I don't think you should use that as an example.
Oh, it stings a
Okay,
little.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I'm kind of sorry.
You're just saying you wouldn't have done
okay.
it. All right. So Chrissy's giving me a D- on the 914
Yeah.
purchase. There.
Hey, my Corvette was under 1,000, under 5,000 purchase price. How'd that go?
Well,
there
and
you
you
go.
put a lot of money into it, though. That's the
Yeah,
other problem.
a lot. All right. I guess I'll
Okay.
start us. I've
Did
got
you
my
have
blinks here.
did you have some parameters? Did you
No.
when you did some? You didn't.
No, I had.
You didn't make your own parameters.
No, I didn't make any.
Okay.
I just said whatever tickled my fancy, and
Oh.
I only had like 20 minutes to do this at lunch at work. I went into the like a
Did you
random
sit in the
conference room.
bathroom?
No, random conference room with my Mac and tethered to my phone and just looked around for what found interesting.
Okay.
And
okay.
one
I
of
feel
these,
like his
unfortunately-
boss like popped in and went, "Ooh, that guy hard at work. I love him. Get him some ice cream."
He had his Mac,
one
so
of
he
these
wasn't really working
has
that
been
hard.
deleted since I got it this
Oh,
afternoon.
no.
And I'll tell you the one right now. It's the 1969 International Fire brush truck that was minty fresh, like 6,000 miles, just pulled out of the firehouse kind of thing. It was $5,000. It
What?
was super cool.
I
Anyway,
deliberately
that's
did
gone.
not open any of these links so that
I
I
didn't
would,
either, so I don't know what they
All
are.
right. Yeah. Dang it. That
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
we're in the show notes and I see that. Oh, well, someone got a hell of a deal.
They did.
Yes. They bought
Okay.
it before
So
we
I'll
did.
go
I
to the
mean,
other ones.
we're not buying them.
So I only have 3 as a result. So anyway, this one in South Jersey,
Oh,
a 1967 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Now,
Oh.
because this is a audio show, we have to make sure we are descriptive. This is a
Good idea.
black car with a white top, 2-door, clear coat's peeling, but it looks surprisingly solid in this first picture, right?
Very straight. Very
Right.
straight.
It's pretty straight. This is, this is late 60s. So it was kind of between the excess tail fins and the excess of size, kind of in the middle. That's all right.
Stacked headlights, proper.
Yep. Stacked headlights, vertical tail lights, giant trunk.
How
it
many
has a
bodies? How
black-
many
Ooh.
bodies could we fit? in
Black
that?
interior. That's black on black, but the
many
black interior is in
bodies.
surprisingly good condition. The bed, the seats there look nice. The door
Huh.
panels aren't torn up. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Just, could use
Did
some
you say in
paint.
South Jersey?
Yeah.
We could rattle can that.
Could use some
orange.
paint. I'm sure it could use some tires. It's
Oh
got,
my God,
some
rattle can orange would look so good.
Orange is the first color that's not black that came to mind.
Yes, but
The-
that's how you stand out. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it says 67 Coupe de Ville, 37,000 original miles.
Oh my
Runs it-
gosh. Holy
Runs and drives,
crap.
nice interior,
Hmm.
good chrome, overall nice car, needs some body work. Asking 4,900 or best offer.
I
And
like
but
that,
the-
but-
obviously
but
he is already, he is looking to get rid of this.
It's listed at 3,700, so
Yeah.
that means he's
Oh,
already dropping
man.
his price. You probably could get it for
Oh.
pretty-
And as a 67,
Folks,
this probably has like a 472 in it with a
Yeah.
TH400. It's rear drive. Like you just put the
Oh,
windows
it's
all
got those
down because it's a
cool-
hard top convertible, so all the
Mhm.
windows go down
No
and you
post,
just
yeah.
cruise.
Oh, and this
Yeah.
thing will cruise probably all day, 70 miles an hour and turn 2,200 RPMs. It's got a
And you
real
can-
tall rear end gear in it. Yeah.
Got those
Mhm.
cool spoke, many
Yeah,
spoke.
you do
wheels.
like a candy apple green paint job on this,
Mm.
and
Mm.
fix the air conditioning, and life is good.
Air
right?
conditioning. What?
And
I'm surprised-
we
I'm
will- we are
surprised.
going to
60s
have
Cadillac air
links to all of
conditioning
this.
was like icebox. It's because GM owned Frigidaire refrigerator company at the time, so they use like
so
the
they're just
same
like,
stuff.
hey, guy, come over
Yeah,
here and fix this.
Totally.
Okay.
I did not
So I
know
like-
that. I just knew that they were all spot on. The early 50s air conditioners used to take up the entire trunk in a Cadillac because it was basically making a fridge. I did not know they owned Frigidaire. That makes so much sense.
Yep. Yeah, but by the 60s they'd gotten the AC pretty well good. So anyway, I thought this I thought would be fun to have.
Ah,
Wouldn't even fit in my garage, but
Nope.
it seemed like it would be fun.
Take up like most of the lawn, but that's okay.
that is, that is,
All right,
that,
all right.
wow. I don't want to show mine now. That one's,
All right, we'll
Nope.
keep going. Next one, 81 Jeep CJ7. So it's a 6-cylinder, 3.5-inch lift, 35-inch tires, 456 gears, hardtop bikini tarp, and too many newer parts to list. So
Wow.
I've always wanted a CJ7.
and this is the opening picture is
Actual
this thing
crawler.
in a gully
In a-
covered in mud with all the tires at different altitudes. You know
Yeah.
that this isn't some, Jeep
This is a mall
poser.
crawler.
Lifted.
This
This
is
has been used,
Yeah, this is a Jeep
Yep.
nerd who built
and it
this
doesn't
thing.
look too rusty looking at it.
doesn't.
I
That's
mean, it
surprising.
could be
What
all
part of the
hiding under the
world?
Bondo.
Eastern
Shore, Maryland.
Yeah.
But this, I think
Interesting.
I would downsize the tires to 33s from 35s. Makes it a
Bet
little
they're
more
so
usable. But
loud.
yep. Oh, they'd be terrible because they're nice
Oh,
worn out
so
mud
loud.
terrains, so they're going to be
Right?
super loud right now.
So
But it's got-
loud. Right.
But it's got the 258.6. It's got a Weber carb converted on it. It looks like I see a newer Breakmaster cylinder, fuel pump coil.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's got new battery. Like it's got probably works on radiator. Looks nice. I mean, this
And I
looks
know
like,
Jeep nerds love their 307s, but the 6 is supposed to be infinitely superior for
right.
truly.
And
full
so
At
this
least
looks-
from
looks
this
like-
far away, it looks pretty nice. Like it
Yeah,
actually
it looks like a
it's nice
Jeep you
condition.
can use like it's intended and not worry about it and have some fun. And it seems like a good, especially I
can
think
bring
with the
it to
downsized
Jeep.
tires, it'd be a little better.
Jeep weekend at Wildwood.
Yeah, and then
Love
your
Jeep
OG
weekend.
if you have a CJ, because they all have like new like JK
Brand
Wranglers
new,
with
yeah.
angry Jeep faces on them. and
Ugh.
it's- right, yeah. And
There's a region
22-inch wheels.
there's a region there's no angry CJ7s because they're just good.
Right, exactly. CJ7s are legit. So
Mm.
anyway, this seemed like this seemed like a fun toy. Asking $5,000, you talk him down a little bit. You're good.
What a great car. What a great car.
Yeah. Manual transmission, which could be a 3, 4, or 5-speed. The way these things work, nobody knows. But okay, last
right.
one.
Last one.
You guys gonna love this.
Okay.
On Racing Junk. It's a 1993 Plymouth Voyager
What?
that has been shortened in the middle.
It's a short
It's a short van.
It's a
So
short
it's a
van.
Voyager with the whole
Oh.
middle, like the middle door area removed and chopped. So it's got the other normal front clip, A-pillar front doors, and then immediately the third, like the back of the van. So
I feel like you just like do a double take on this. You're just like, wait, is the
what?
middle is the middle gone?
Yeah, middle is
Yeah.
gone, and it's got like a bar grill across the front. It's got some
It's
90s
blue.
tastic billet wheels. It's purple.
Oh, it's purple.
Interior is
kinda blue from
completely
here.
stock. It is,
Except for
got-
missing the like.
Well, yeah,
middle
it's a
seat.
Yeah.
four-seater now. It's not it's no longer a 6-passenger.
oh, it's probably
I-
5. It's the third row benches. The 3
Oh, yeah,
across.
okay,
probably.
I
okay.
wonder
Yeah.
why. Why would you go to
3.3
that
liter
much-
V6.
Ooh,
so it's
so the
probably
stout
reasonably
one.
quick. It looks like a bird was crapping on
it
the
looks
armrest.
Disgusting.
That's what it looks like to me.
It's gonna need a deep clean inside.
It's definitely going to need a deep clean inside. Still has that driver's side airbag. That's good. And if someone's painted a variety of the interior panels purple or blue, the back appears to have no interior,
These
no
pictures
headliner.
are funny.
Right, these pictures were definitely taken by a drunken monkey.
Oh, no.
Same
but it's
condition that
still-
he built the car in, and then he got
Wow.
that condition to take the pictures.
Oh, this is.
But I mean, this seems like a
That is
good
spectacular.
choice, right?
Wow, okay.
So yeah, I mean,
What-
it's
tell
under
us
our
about it.
budget. The
It
guy
has a
says it's a
fuel-
93
fuel
Plymouth
leak.
Voyager custom chopped 3.3 V6 automatic engine, runs well, has a fuel leak. Yep, probably
Okay.
results in vapors, which made this happen. I'm not sure of the miles.
Not sure of the
Vehicles-
miles. Good.
Right. Vehicles on consignment and at our client's
Oh
home.
no, I
Call
I
first
saw
and
there
talk
were
to a rep.
so
Appointment
many
only.
of these on racing junk. Whatever dealer this is, I had
Yeah,
most of mine.
but
from
I-
there.
This made me smile.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
you would smile at, yeah, everyone would, yeah. You're not going to induce any jealousy, rage, or anything other than, like laughing at you or laughing with you. That's pretty much the
A lot
only
of-
reactions on this
A lot
one.
of confused stares, I think.
Mhm. People just say, "Wow, okay."
That's a, if
Yeah,
you
so
have
there you
like
go.
a
Those are,
catering business or something, this would be a perfect vehicle because
as long as you're
everyone
not
would
catering very
remember-
much.
right, but everyone would remember you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh man,
If they noticed, because you could like not notice. You could just be like, "Why is that looks weird?" and not figure out why. I mean, we would, but like not everybody. Anyway, go ahead.
I got to give you an A+ on that because
We're supposed to grade you.
I'm just throwing it out there. Like, the Jeep and the Caddy are just awesome. And then you just throw out that sorbet to show that you weren't phoning it in with
Your
the
gradient.
to clear the palette with that mini one. Man, I am feeling like a hack. I'm terrible. I'm good at this one. All right.
Your gradient is good. Your like range was good.
So
Thanks.
I've actually been doing this for a while. If you remember last year, I was supposed to, but did not get the opportunity to run the Bonsai Run with the B Squad Hot Rod and the crew from Garage Heroes and Training and all that. But this year I'm on. So we are going to drive from Salt Lake City. It's a one-day rally. They are not masochist. They did not like my suggestion of the 12-hour route through around Area 51. Nope, they hated all of that. They're like, but if we go on the freeway, there's parts stores nearby. So we did settle on a compromise of some side roads that mimic the freeway where there's always parts stores nearby. So I've been shopping for a while and I can't bring anything else home until
I mean, Bill is fairly practical when it comes to that kind of thing of like,
well, and Bill wasn't even in on that. The B Squad Hot Rod podcast and car dads and some other kind of stuff. But I've been looking, I'm still going to bring an E1R flavor, if you will.
got
So
it.
some of
Okay.
these are from that, but some of these are also with the expanded. We have an $1,800 cap on that one, and it has to be on there. But right away from our friends over at Racing Junk, I find this baby, and it is a 1996 Caprice cop car.
Ooh.
Except it says LAPD racing on the side.
Right. So
I mean,
And
Not
I
real.
remember this. No, it is real. See, in the 80s, in an effort to try and stem street racing and get kids off drugs and stuff like that, several police departments, including the LAPD, started racing teams, drag racing teams with their off-duty police officers who were into this.
Really?
This was one of them.
Really?
This was their car.
Okay.
Yes. So it's $1,900. It's a 4-door P-code Caprice that is squatting, sitting down on there. LT1 V8 used as an anti-street racing program. You can look it all up at LAPD Racing. It's got headers, custom exhaust intake, a detachable steering wheel, the 4L60 that Chris does not like, semi-shift. It's got a racing shifter, full roll cage built for the Southern California Timing Association. So this could be a salt flat car. They were actually going to grab it and run a champ, or lucky they couldn't, but they just don't have the time on this one. So it only has the one picture, which is kind of a drag, but it does have a clean title. So that was my first one. And I kind of bookmarked this one so I could look at it later.
Shut up. Shut up. You're not, this was not supposed to be a practice. No. You're not allowed to find cars that you want later. That was not the game.
Oh, I can't buy that minivan.
I mean, maybe you can buy the minivan.
Yeah, all right. And we're going to close this one, and I got to open up the next one because when I'm screen sharing, it doesn't let me do that one. All right. Now I am here in Las Vegas and in the land of people who need cash very quickly and, no rust. I'm almost cheating sometimes, but let me bring this beautiful 1997 Ford Mustang GT convertible 5-speed.
I feel like this is you are cheating.
Yeah.
This is a real ad. The link is in our show notes.
No, it's 220,000 miles on it, so I guess that helps. But come on.
But it runs and it drives. Yeah,
any more pictures?
Passes smog. It's got high flow cats. So it's exactly the same kind of car that just infuriates me at 3 o'clock in the morning doing a second gear pull from the 4-way stop sign near my house. But there is everything that he has put on this car, which also I think says a lot about the value of modified high mileage Mustangs on this one, but there's any number of stuff. And it actually has a 4-point roll bar because you don't want a full roll cage in a ragtop. That defeats the purpose unless it's that cool Jeep that Chris posted. It's got the X pipes. It's got, it's this one. This is a cool car. All right. So, man, I'm getting the,
it's like,
if it's real.
It's real. That's a Vegas plate on there in the background. That is, he's here. That is not, car has one perfect title and has never been neglected, stored indoors. Yes. Being sell for sister who is no longer in state.
Fine.
All right.
Fine. You win.
If you hated that one, you're really going to hate this one. And this was what's going to get me the F, but it was just too good not to share. Not one, but two 1989 Chevy Corvette convertibles. Now these are in Tehachapi, which is just across the border in California, about 3.5 hours away. I drive through this town every time I go to Buttonwillow or Laguna or Sonoma, or even just coming back from San Francisco. Now I said no projects. And to my credit, this one is not, because he's selling 2 of them. You get 2 for $4,200. The red one is running, titled, and legal, and it is an automatic.
No.
Now the clear coat looks exactly like a car that has been sitting in the desert for probably its entire existence. It's $4,200. The interior is just completely shredded.
Oh, why? Why are you
that's
doing
a desert
this?
interior right there.
Of course you get an F. This is awful.
It gets worse because it comes with the blue Corvette convertible, which he lists as a 6-speed, and I know is crap. That's a Doug Nash ragtop.
Well, 89 actually was a 6-speed.
You think it was? Oh, wow.
It was through 88 was the Doug Nash.
Okay. So there it is. I get an F for the Corvettes.
I mean,
Well, look at who you're talking to about it.
right.
That's
right.
part of
You do
Very.
not know your audience. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Do you know?
I
who you're
just
talking
totally
to?
got the Z finger. That was
Oh yeah.
You know
all
how much
right.
I love my Corvette.
Dude,
Don't
that would
like
be
my
zero amount is how much you love your
right?
Corvette.
So you're trying to sell me on a Corvette.
All right, but now
Two crappy Corvettes, even. No.
I know what's
not only
what's
can you
worse
have
than
one
crappy
terrible
Corvette.
You get two. No.
Two crappy Corvettes in one. All right. In a perfect world, this one will slightly redeem me, and not for the reasons that you guys think, but I have got a 2002 Audi TT Roadster manual transmission, and it is only
boring.
$4,000. Guy bought it for his girlfriend who moved and then suddenly said we should see other people. So he's going to ditch it because he wants a Tesla. There are
That's what happens to most people when you buy them an Audi TT. They're like, yeah, I don't really want to know you anymore. So, I get it.
Thanks.
But-
I gotta go. Bye.
Before you tell me I'm an idiot,
Okay.
check out that custom interior.
Custom
Wow.
interior. It has
The center,
like purple inlay.
yeah. It's almost like a Crown Royal bag on the interior.
Yes. Purple velvet door and seat inlays.
Yeah.
On this
And it's
Wow.
not just like a pinstripe. This is like the whole middle of the seat is purple.
Exactly.
Did he
All
do
right.
maybe this is why she left. Did he do that part?
I understand why she
I
left.
know.
Really, come on.
I'm like, guys still have those two crappy Corvettes.
All right. But with only 243,000 miles,
Oh my
running,
God.
driving, smog, titled, and that interior, I feel like for $4,000, this is totally just a
That's a lot of miles on
Yes.
an Audi TT.
yes.
Okay.
On a fourth gen Golf. That's what it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh
How
yeah,
did he
totally.
do that.
But the guy's still daily driving it and was going to keep daily driving it until he sells it and gets
Hey,
his Tesla.
nice
that he
purple
wants.
interior. I guess that's
All right.
Said no one.
I
Said
know.
no one. All right. And
Okay.
you know, I
This
got to
is-
Vegas this up a little bit. And one of the things,
We didn't Porsche this?
We did not Porsche. Came across two 928s and I'm like,
I was gonna do a Porsche, and then I was
know.
like, oh,
I know the
Mental's gonna
most
do
about
one.
sub $5,000 928s, and they're never good ideas. But
Okay.
Even Mental's like, nope, I'm not going to go there.
yeah,
Wow.
you
You-
fool me 3 times, and I'm just a
You can't even say
an
fully
idiot.
once.
Well, yeah, but I bought two of
It's
the
a-
damn things.
It's a limo.
limo, and there at any given time an abundance
I'm sure
of
there are.
limousines for sale. And some people
Sure
think that
there
they're
are.
still worth
In Vegas, yeah,
$10,000. Yeah,
I can see
they're
that.
like, oh, this car is worth this car is worth exactly what this one is selling for. This is a
It says it's a
96
moneymaker. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
And this
Your
guy
96
holds,
town car
you,
is not.
well, you could pick some people up if you wanted to.
and this is what I like about this ad is the guy's like, no, this is not going to be your moneymaker. He is not, giving you the same limousine lives, but it's a 96 Lincoln Town Car, which is the old body style. It does only have 160,000 miles, but this guy is actually driving this thing around. So if you're looking for a road trip vehicle there, all right, starts right up, never
It
overheats.
looks
He
so-
is run it 110, and it
Really?
is. It
Wow.
looks so oily.
With zero shaking. That's good. Good. I'm glad this car doesn't
Well,
shake.
considering how most cheap limos are put together, that's
Sure.
an important test.
It is. That
actually.
means someone actually, they put the drive line extenders on there and did it properly. Front's a little worn out because the guy keeps driving a little bit, but the rear is it's still got that one. It's got the nice seats on there. It's got the partition. It's got the bar. Okay. There you go. Got a cassette player because that's period correct.
Hey, we
Yep.
just found a cassette.
I did. I found a cassette at the Cape House. It's
It's
Elton
far-
John's
it's
greatest hits.
right over there.
Oh, you throw that in this limo. Yes.
Mhm.
And ridiculously, some of my friends and I, they've all offered to give me $1,000 to just have us buy a limo for when our military friends come to visit us. We pick them at the airport and we would like paint it just this absolute ridiculous color and make it just
You know what? If for you needing some additional cars, I feel like a limo is not one of them. They're a little
She
harder to
says until she comes back to visit. And then, I pick her up at her and Chris
Oh.
at the airport in the limo.
I don't care
Right.
what you pick me up in, actually. I feel like as long as it's whatever. Okay.
So I've got a replacement for my fourth.
Okay. Oh, you've been
I've been
searching
looking.
while we've been talking?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Okay.
So this is something special.
Okay.
This is in
All right,
Nashville,
while
Tennessee.
while he's bringing it up, I feel like, especially after Chris, I'm going to give myself a C-. Oh my goodness! Oh, Chris wins.
What?
Damn it!
So this says 1963 Citroen Convertible. It says Citroen 2CV Convertible fiberglass fiber. Here's where it gets strange. Fiberglass body with 4-cylinder 2-liter engine, 2-seater, good condition. Now, those that understand 2CVs know that they are 2 cylinders.
And definitely not
looks
2
to me-
liters.
This looks to me like a body kit on a Beetle.
I
A
hear
new
you.
Beetle, because it
No.
says
No,
2
no,
liter.
no, an old Beetle.
Which, yeah, I think they just don't understand.
Hmm.
I think this is an old, based on the door, that front door looks like an old Beetle.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
The front bumper looks like an old Beetle.
Oh,
I
that is
think
So
this
definitely
is
the
a-
fender,
All right.
like the rear
think it's a-
fender flare, I think
I
they
think
just
it's a body kit on an old
Yeah.
Beetle, but it looks really good. Like,
you would
I mean,
turn
as
some
good as
heads
one of
to
these kind of
say,
things can look.
what is that?
But a $5,000 fiberglass Citroen rebodied Beetle convertible.
I'd
Okay.
pimp that. I'd roll that to work. Yeah,
I
totally.
mean, go out and get an award at the Lemons Rally by showing up in this thing, without a doubt.
Sure. I mean, it looks like it's in great condition. It's yellow. It looks fairly shiny. I mean, I think there's
Yeah.
only one picture and it's hard to kind of tell, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And
it's
judging by what's parked next to it, this guy is a bit of a nerd.
so that's another big fender, probably 30s something or other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
I don't know.
European for sure. Look at that door handle. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
All right, so I'm giving myself a D- on this one, Chrissy.
all of them.
Well, just for
Oh,
just
in
in general. Yeah, especially
Okay.
I should have gone first, really.
Okay.
no, just
so you-
mental. Yours are much more practical. Like the Caprice, good choice. And you can't really ever go wrong with a cheap limo just because of the shenanigans like you can get into with a cheap limo when you live in Las Vegas and have lots of people visiting you.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. So that. Okay, sharing. Okay, so we are going to start out. So I decided that I'm going to give myself, this is a little over, but in the article, he said that he gave himself a little bit of wiggle room, that if it was over $5,000, you can search for $5,000 and then you can negotiate.
Yeah,
I
totally.
also was all about trying to find something that runs and drives.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was
Right.
that was a going in. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
this one,
that was got brown velour in.
so
Oh,
this is a 1988 Cadillac Alante. It's just over $5,000.
you heard us correct, Corey.
And this
Try
guy
not to
has
have a
2 of them.
stroke.
So
It is low miles. It says it's not running, but it sounds like it's not. I think it sounds like it could be soon. So it is, looks like the
There it
interior,
is.
like it doesn't
Ooh.
look terrible. It could
Yeah,
be
No, that
cleaned
interior
up.
looks
nice.
fantastic.
Yep, it's
It's
brown
got
on
brown
brown.
velour
It's brown
inserts.
and
Yeah.
brown on
Yes.
the inside.
What's different? It's brown and beige. Well,
Yeah,
but
sure.
it's definitely been redone. Cars are red. The paint is iffy.
It's iffy.
It's
Yeah.
iffy. Now this is the 4.1 liter high technology V8 that has an excellent reputation. in Lemons.
unless you've owned one of the 4100 Cadillacs.
Okay,
This is
so
the one that barely made it to Arizona that Donnie and I said decided would go live on a farm. That engine anyway, not
All
the
for
Alante.
want of an alternator.
All for want of a 1 year only alternator.
okay.
Okay.
All right, so
But-
that was my first one.
All right. And it looks like does it come with both of them? Because that's a picture of the white one. Do you get 2 cars for one?
I think it's only one.
I'm
Oh,
trying
and
to
this
read
is-
the ad.
This is the
Oh, I'm
same,
sorry.
This is the same guy that's given
Yeah,
that was
I know.
offering the minivan.
true.
Mini.
Yeah,
there's-
this is again. It's consignment. Okay.
Mhm.
Got
Yeah.
it.
I like this guy. There's no way he does this for his full-time
There's-
job. He
There's
just
so
consigns dumb cars.
there's so many
Yeah.
ads on there from that. So, okay, let's.
Okay.
Next
I feel like
one.
we're being we
Just
might
click it
be
off, Chrissy.
catfish.
I can't
Yeah.
see the screen because I'm
Yeah, you just
have all of the
I have
crap
the
at
same
top.
I had the same problem. I had to turn off my screen sharing and then go to the next ad
Okay, great.
because I'm
Sorry
with you
about
on
that.
this one. No,
Yeah,
it's totally fine.
Can't see
But
anything.
I feel like, after that one in the van, and you've probably got another one because you said this person on there. What's Dave doing, Gentleman Dave? Because I feel like we're being catfished by Gentleman Dave. He started
Yeah.
a side hustle while he's on the
That-
road all the time. And
that
signing.
guy definitely had plenty. So, okay, so here's my next one. This one's a little questionable.
I saw this one.
Did you? You probably
Yes,
did
I
because I went through and went
this
through
close. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can have it together or something. It is a 1978 Chevy Malibu. It is $5,000. There is only one picture, so you can only get so much picture of what is actually happening here. But from the outside, it doesn't look too bad. It is.
So describe it for us, Chrissy.
Sure. Well, it is a running and driving Arizona car. This is probably why you saw it, but straight body, original paint, typical Arizona interior, whatever that means, because you saw
Trashed.
Arizona interior that was disgusting. It is a 305 engine, 350 automatic trans. It is blah 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 AC. It
Well,
needs a new
describe how it
compressor.
looks.
Oh, it is kind of like a white on top, and then it's kind of got like a grayish on the doors, kind of.
It was a deluxe model when it was
yeah?
built because it had two-tone paint.
Oh,
So this is not the base model Malibu of the year that they did. A lot of these became this was an offering where GM had cop cars. And if you've never driven this generation of Malibu, and I'm not gonna, I should know what body it is.
They're still terrible, but
it's not a.
is this a G body or an A body? Or
I feel like it's
know.
a later, like an evolution of the A body. They are terrible. Like they don't turn, but what they do really well is slide. You can throw these things around.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay, this one was questionable, but I was searching Racing Junk to find something that was running and driving, and struggled through that because there's a lot that
I had that one, and I elected to replace it with the Corvettes.
It's okay. I don't know if that's any better, but okay. Now we're gonna get
mental. This is an A body Malibu.
A body.
Just so you know.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corey, you can stop yelling at the TV now. Yeah.
Right. I don't really like this one. That's fine. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm excited about this one. This is a 1964 Chevy Corvair Monza. It is just about $5,000. It has 85 pictures.
It is a spider. Oh my goodness.
It is red. It looks like it's really in pretty nice condition. The
actual magnesium slotted mags, which is where you get the term mags.
Yep. Manual trans, which is great because the power glides in these were terrible because they're power glides.
Yeah.
The top looks like it needs some help. It looks like
only a little rust in the rockers, not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, looks like surface
Motor
rust.
looks
Look
fresh.
at look at that. That is someone went through and did that horizontally opposed 6-cylinder.
The
top's a little iffy.
I need some help. They might have had a body in that trunk, so there's that. But the interior
looks good.
Looks pretty great.
Red and black two-tone interior goes with the red exterior. It has seat belts.
Oh, so just this past weekend, my friend Caesar, he got a promotion, and him and his wife, they were looking for a fun car that they could throw their 3 girls in and then just run down and grab an ice cream at the local Sonic, or maybe show up at a car, like a family car event. I'm going to have to send him this link because his wife is a dedicated GM fan.
Yeah, it says that carbs need adjustment backfires occasionally.
Yeah. Right.
So, but it still runs.
Yeah.
That's good.
It says it has exhaust is louder because it's got a header on it. Needs the top, which we confirmed. Body could use some attention with some small rust. Paint has some scratches. The wiper fluid squirts out when the wipers are on. Okay, so you get
someone wired something wrong.
Yeah, exactly. That's just someone needs to sit down with a voltage meter and some patience.
Pretty much. Brand new tires, radio, battery, and starter. Yeah.
Entry level classic. Fun to take to Cars and Coffee.
Oh, but it's in Philly, so I don't think your friends really want to come to Philly to get it. So
it runs and drives. Load that thing on a trailer and have it
road trip.
Yeah, seriously, for the cost of a Southwest ticket and a 6-pack of beer, I'll bring it.
Okay. All right. This one Sure. And then you can have your own road trip.
Marjorie Suttard from the Grass Race Motorsports Empire have one of these? She had a turbo.
Yeah, except hers was good.
This one is not bad. This
Hey,
is a driver quality one. If you
It
had a
is.
museum piece, you get iffy about wanting to drive it because, oh God, something bad could happen.
No, hers was all nicely restored, and George from Hung Nor did the paint. So
Oh yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But this
I only had Craigslist,
yeah,
so there.
I love it. I
Okay.
sincerely love this car. This is a
Yeah.
great choice.
All right, good. Okay, and last we have an 87 BMW 325 ES E30.
So when we sat down, I was still thinking old school. I forgot Chris was traveling and I thought you'd be on the pad. So I had all of your links opened on my one window and I didn't want to read into this, but I'm like, oh my God, Chrissy found the last not clapped out E30 that is not $15,000.
Is it
then
real,
look a little
though?
closer.
It's been painted.
It's been painted, including they painted directly over the diving board bumpers and all of the black trim.
Because they were trying to make it look like a later model E30.
Except they didn't do a very good job with that paint.
Yeah, which means it'll come off easy when you yank it off and buff those things back to chrome.
Yeah, the interior looks nice. Those sports seats are hard to keep in good condition.
Oh my goodness, yeah, those are the full up good. Yeah, with the adjustable, not lumbar, but
everything.
The thigh supports.
But from afar, and if I only had $4,500, I was like, oh, so it's got 180,000 miles on it.
This is the reality. It's a manual E30 that is not wadded up or drifted within an inch of its life for less than 10 grand, much less than 5 grand.
I like that it has a desirable front valance.
Well, that was only 87 ES that had that one.
Oh, have this bottom thing.
And so it's an ETA motor, so it's like 120 horsepower low rev engine, but it's got the good, or at least a decent diff. It's a limited slip. It's got a decent transmission. This is a great M50 or S50 swap car.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, and you're in no rush to do it. You just keep driving this one until that Etta gives up the ghost. Meanwhile, while you're slowly stripping the paint off of the rear view mirrors, the B pillar, all of the chrome,
the door handles. Yeah.
The door handles. Yeah.
Well, actually, they now make adapters to both K24s to BMW transmissions for the Miata people. So just put a K24 in it and they're all set.
I mean, sure. But it doesn't look like there was too much rust.
No, the underside pictures looked really clean.
Wait, are those the BBS
trunk full of parts?
Are those the BBS basket weaves that came on that? Oh man,
with some center caps left too, which are those all are mostly gone.
Wow, I feel like this is a bad paint job, but not a recent bad paint job. Like somebody did this when the late edition E30s came out, and they were trying to make it look modern.
Yeah. Dash is cracked. That's normal. Radio doesn't work. All right. Yep. Blower motor needs to replace. It might just be the resistor.
And even he recognizes that you need to have it painted back to its original color because it's a terrible paint job.
All right. Well, I was pretty impressed without knowing all of these things about this car because I didn't know any of these things about this car.
It'll need every bushing in the whole car replaced.
Well,
which they make.
Sure.
Yep.
I wasn't saying it was perfect. There's plenty of other problems we've got with the other cars that we've got going on here.
Absolutely.
So I got some old, I got
only
some
new
new.
because of that car.
All right.
Well done.
Do I have to give myself a
Well, I don't know. You guys, all right. Chrissy just said fail because I brought up Corvettes. But what was
I don't think you fail totally. I just think the Corvettes were a poor choice.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a B- mental because the Corvettes and the Audi, the Audi.
That's
why
the
Caprice and the limo.
All right.
And the Mustang, it's just I want to hate it, but I can't. But I also can't like it. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Meh.
Oh no, it definitely belongs. It belongs to someone who owns a vape pen, and you would have to come after it with razor blades and get those ridiculous front windshield stickers off of it, and just understand that you bought that Mustang GT to kill it. It will spend the rest of its life just eating rear tires and chewing through differentials, and you'll But
that's fair.
That's what you buy a Mustang for sometimes.
Sure.
All right. So I'm sticking with Chris gets an A. Chrissy, what's my grade?
Oh, what is your grade?
Yeah.
For you?
Yes.
For his
Overall
selections.
overall? Oh, I gave you a C.
Okay. All right. So I got a
B
B and a C.
plus.
All right. So you guys are nicer to me than I am to myself.
Usually. Yes.
So I gave Chris an A. Chrissy, I'm giving you a B plus for that, just for the Corvette. That is just, man, and the BMW. The BMW would
Totally.
need some.
The other two were just kind of because I was looking for racing junk. So I was trying to pull out what I could
Sure.
find. And yes, Craigslist, I was like, oh, this one and this one, which never happen doesn't always happen with Craigslist, because sometimes you end up with bottom of the barrel on Craigslist.
Yeah. But the point of getting a fun car on that is also they shouldn't be perfect, because you want to drive them and I can do this one little project. I can do this one little, Sajeev, our former guest, has built an entire writing series on how he just does one little project on all of his old Fords and he makes them better. And yeah, certainly all those things went on there.
Awesome. This was so much fun. Thank you for finding this article and sending it over. This was great. Always
All
fun
right.
for us to go shopping with money we don't have. All right, so there you have it. What did we miss? What is the great deal near you? If you feel like wasting some time on the internet, go on your local Craigslist and see what you come up with. Drop us a line. Send us what you think. You probably should watch on YouTube if you haven't already. Go there, stop your car, go at least scroll through quickly on the main topic part. What do you give us? A, B, C? Did we fail completely? Can you do better? Let us know.
All right.
Great.
I forgot to add my Citroen to the notes. I'll do that now.
Ah, yeah. Do we have a?
I'm trying to come up with something quickly.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. I know. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
I do. I have a racing tip.
Okay.
Hunsaker jugs. When you have Hunsikers and there is any temperature change, make sure that you leave the top vent open. Because if you don't, the temperature change will push all of the gas out the vent pipe on the back and onto the floor, because it has nowhere else to go, because it cannot expand upward. So it takes through the normal one, through the normal hose on the top. So it comes out the other hose. I learned this at Pitt, that it did. I was like, why is it leaking out of the back? That's a strange place, because I had a cap on the main drain hose. And that happened to Chrissy while I'm gone, because I took all the gas out of the Mazda, had it in a Hunsaker, and I thought I'd cap it so that it wouldn't smell the garage up.
Now my garage and my kitchen,
it got hot.
Smell awful.
Yep.
I had them open for a while today. It smells terrible.
And it is summertime and you guys are transporting gasoline in these jugs. So top tip, you do kind of want those vents open. Otherwise it's going to burble up.
And the thing is, it's not the vent on the vent side that you would think. No, because that's where it will leak out of. It's the vent on the hose itself that you use to fill the car. That side's got to stay open.
Good plan. Also check your Defender, Hans, whatever, because we just had to trade ours in, which is not what we planned on doing. And then we have to buy a new one and make sure it's here before our next race. So make sure that you look at your dates. If you need to send them back, make sure you send them back soon, because you don't have to be playing that game to not get them before you race.
Because Defender will no longer recert, because they haven't made them in 10 years. So
we're very sad.
Right. And we love our Hans devices, but if you are looking for something that also I would, I humbly recommend the Next Gen, because part of that company is owned by a Lemons racer.
And we're going that way because they're giving us $150 of trade-in on each of our Defenders toward a new Next Gen.
People left in the whole world that use Defenders.
There you go.
They're like,
all right.
Fine.
Well, hey, we're getting new Next Gens for under $300 each as a result. So like, okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna be throwing Next Gen link in there, because again, yeah, that's our one of our buddies.
But just make sure you check your dates and make sure that everything is kosher.
All right.
Before you get to the race.
Outstanding. And this is the part of the show when I realized that because Chris is in a hotel room, he has not queued up the music, and I have completely failed.
They don't have a speaker.
Yeah,
so
and I have completely failed to pre-qualify it myself. So I'm just going to say thank you all very much for downloading us. We hope you've enjoyed this week edition of Everyone Racers. We hope you will join us in the world of driving, racing, and building, and now shopping, because everyone can be a racer even you. If you enjoyed this podcast, subscribe. It is totally free. Then go to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. Even if you hated us, give us 5 stars. Tell us why. It makes it easier for other people to discover the show. All right. If you have any questions or show ideas, drop us a comment on our Facebook page, Everyone Racers. Email us at everyone.racers@gmail.com. You can still text, me at 484-243-0455. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter at everyone.racers, YouTube and Facebook under Everyone Racers, and even on Reddit at /E1R. Thanks again. And until the next time, keep the shiny side up. Even as you're shopping, and if you find something rusty up north that has no shiny side, then just keep those wheels down.